I've been collecting since, like really hardcore collecting since 2020. Did you really have to cough right then? April,
Yes.
would you say that I'm obsessed with watches?
Yes. Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's my...
Yes.
I have about 75 watches now, and I'm really proud of my collection. But what I also do is I like having collections within the collection. So for me as a watch collector, it hits all the spots. So I think all three designs, they look classic, they're timeless. To a degree, they're rare and exclusive. They're hard to find. And also, to me, what's the most important part of a watch is they look really, really good. I think every collection needs a diver. You don't want to spend the money on a sub or like a Seamaster. This is the way to go. I think I've seen it as low as $300, like a touch over $300 online. What really drew me to this watch initially, and this is my first Seiko watch, is the dial. Like, I love the retro dial. The bezel is retro. When you turn it, there's no clicking though. It does feel good. Like, it's not loose or anything, but I wish there was a click to it. And then obviously this stainless steel flat link bracelet gives it its retro vibes. Deployment, clasp. You know, I don't know why I did this, but I kept a sticker on it. I tend to do that. I learned how to size bracelets on this watch because it wasn't a very expensive one. I was like, oh, if I scratch it up or mess it up, it won't be that big of a deal. If there's one thing I'd like to change about it though, is like, I'm not a big fan of the case shape. I wish it just had like more regular lugs, but I mean, I guess that's what gives us its like retro feel to it as well. But again, hits all the marks. It's a timeless design, obviously. It's a reissue. It's got heritage to it. It's a watch that's been around for a long time. So to get a reissue obviously means Seiko is really proud of this model. And it's just a stunning, good looking watch. Also rare. You know, 15,555 is pretty limited for a Seiko watch. When I look at this Seiko diver, one thing that I really like about this watch is that when you think about a diver watch, I think most people think Rolex Submariner. And this is completely different than that. Like, no one's gonna look at this watch and say, oh, he couldn't get a sub, so he opted to pick up this Seiko 5 automatic. No one's gonna think that. Like, I think if you're wearing this watch, people know that you're, and they know watches, they're gonna know you're a watch nerd and a watch geek, and you appreciate it. So I like that has nothing to do with like trying to like emulate Rolex's style. She looks fire on the wrist. When I look at this watch on the other hand, it does give me some Rolex vibes, like some old school, you know, Paul Newman Daytona reverse panda vibes. So I guess it's like a nice homage. I don't have a problem with homage watches. I don't like the idea of buying something as a substitute watch though. I do want it to be able to stand on its own, and I feel like it does. Every watch collection needs a chronograph. I think this is a great one. This is, obviously it's Seiko, and it's a collab with NANO Universe, which I believe is like a fashion brand. So it is a collaboration, which again makes it, you know, more unique and rare, collectible. And again, I just fell in love with the design on this one. It has a 60s feel to it. So it's got like an oyster stainless steel bracelet, which actually feels really, really good. It wears really well on the wrist. Pull that back. And you got Got that NANO stamp on the back. Again, just a timeless design. This one is also set it and forget it. It's a quartz, not an automatic. So it's kind of nice in a 3-watch collection to have, you know, a quartz, even though people shit on quartz. Seiko actually almost put all the Swiss watch brands out of business when they came out with their quartz watches. So I don't think there's anything wrong with collecting quartz watches. I don't think it has to be automatic or mechanical. If it looks good and it feels good, it's your vibes, pick it up. Like, yes, I get it. It does have a lot of similarities to a Daytona, but it's its own thing as well. Not as much as a diver watch, though. This Seiko is probably the most sought after one in my Seiko collection. It's a SARB 003. It's been discontinued. Some people call it the baby Grand Seiko. You can find this, like, these can get pretty high in price, but you can find them for like $500, maybe even less than that, pre-owned, just depending on the condition. I got a brand new one, so it set me back a little bit more, like closer to $1,000, I think, if I remember correctly. Seiko is infamous for not good bracelets. So I was just kind of doing my research, and I found out that there was this company called Uncle who dedicated making better bracelets for Seiko watches because they're known to have shitty bracelets. So I put this on an Uncle President, and I really, really like the way it looks. It looks so sophisticated and refined, especially with this bracelet. Just a clean design on the dial. I love black dials. Looks so good. This is what a watch is supposed to look like. This one looks fucking crazy. Feels good on the wrist too, especially with the Uncle President bracelet. An automatic watch for like $600, $500. It's the perfect dress watch. You know, just to round out a 3-watch collection with the dress watch is perfect. So now you have a watch for every occasion: swimming, racing, and formal events. What makes all of this a perfect 3-watch collection is, first of all, they're all Seikos. They all have a classic, timeless design to them. They're rare in their own way. It may not be the hardest watch to find, but they're still rare for the Seiko line. I'm a sucker for black dials, so they're all black dials as well. So it creates that cohesion, not just from the brand. And there's a watch for every occasion. Your dress watch, your chronograph, the diver, and all of these watches, like, genuinely, they go with everything. You can dress them down, dress them up. They just look good because they all have such a beautiful, classic, tasteful look to them. There's not really a time and place where it doesn't make sense. I could wear this with a suit and go to a wedding. I can wear this to work. I can wear this with white tee and jeans. And I think if you pick tasteful pieces, then you should be able to rock it with anything. I mean, they look so good together. I wish I had 3 hands, but I don't. Look how good that looks. So you can easily find these watches for a little over $1,000, but if you really go on the hunt looking for the lowest cheapest ones, you can find these three for a total of $1,000, maybe even less. Maybe like, probably get this watch for like 600. Probably find this for like 300. All right, so maybe not like $1,000, but a little over $1,000. That's pretty good for a 3-watch collection at a touch over $1,000. And if you really go on the hunt and go on eBay or go to your pre-owned watch dealer, wherever, Craigslist, you may be able to find some of this stuff for much cheaper. So I still think it's $1,000 collection. It's doable to get there, but if you don't want to wait, you don't want to be on the hunt looking too long, go to eBay. It'll probably cost you more like $1,300, $1,400, $1,500. Damn, that's fire. Let me know which one is your favorite. The Sarb, the Diver, or the Chrono. I like them all. But that's definitely my favorite right here. This shit is crazy.
Pink